Hello, and welcome back to the Coup de Villa channel. I'm Scott Cooper, and we are back for the FA Cup third round match between Manchester United and Aston Villa from Old Trafford. There was VAR controversy. We had new signings this week. Tommy's feeling better from COVID, and all of that is coming up after this. Okay, we were at Old Trafford. It was the third round of the Cup, the magic of the FA Cup, and there wasn't too much magic going on for us villains as VAR came to kick us in the arse. It was
take three.
No, look, we're gonna just keep battling through. I'm gonna turn to you first, Troy. Talk us through it. We were defeated 1-0 at Old Trafford by Manchester United, and all the talk was disallowed goal. Danny Ings on the score sheet, the equalizer that should have stood and did not. What were your thoughts?
Well, I actually missed my early morning alarm because the kickoff for me was 5:55, so I woke up with sort of 10 minutes into the second half. And we were playing absolutely brilliantly. I actually had to look on my phone and see if we were playing Man United's under 20 side because we were that good. We were just totally dominant. We were stringing passes together, and I couldn't actually believe that we were utterly destroying this side. I had no idea how we went down 1-0 if this was the performance. So I actually didn't see the second half until last night. The first half until last night. Okay, VAR. I went absolutely apoplectic with rage. I was ready to smash the house up. I was ready to kill. Having calmed down after a few hours, I'm now laughing at it. It's actually funny on a number of levels. This was a planned move. I've gone back. I've looked at a couple of videos. This isn't a new move for us. We place a couple of players offside deliberately to block the runs of opposition teams. Unfortunately, Cavani was too smart. He's too experienced. He's too clever. He picked it. I think he ran into Ramsey on purpose. He was never going to get to the ball. He was never going to track Konza. And we got played. And that goes a long way to explaining why Gerrard was sitting on the sideline concerned rather than absolutely raging. He knew this was coming. Having said that, I still believe that VAR was wrong for the simple reason that they're there to point out the clear and obvious. That's their mandate. That's their protocols. If it was clear and obvious, it's something they should look at on the screen. Okay, if they've got to measure offsides using their little lines and all that, and it takes a couple of minutes, fine. They didn't do that. They looked at the screen. Is there something there that's clear and obvious? No. Ings is onside. Watkins is offside. Did it come off his hand? No, it came off his leg. Did they impede the goalkeeper? No. How else can we stop this goal? There must be something on. Why is Cavani on the floor? Let's have a look at this. And I think the delay was that they've said, okay, Cavani's run into Ramsey. Is that a foul? No, it's not a foul. But what if he's offside? And I think they've had to go back to the rule book. Now, if you have to go back to the rule book to see, okay, is he offside? Now, if a player's offside, we've all seen it. When a ball gets passed through to him, he knows he's offside. He lets the ball run. They're obviously thinking, should he let the player run as he would a ball? Let's have a look at the rules. If you're a professional referee of the game, whether it's on the pitch or VAR, and you have to look at the rules, it's not clear and obvious.
Yes, and I think, in terms of being a foul on Ramsey, Cavani's sort of 10 yards away from him, and Ramsey doesn't move off his line. He doesn't really even move. He doesn't run towards Cavani. Cavani runs into him, and Ramsey, stops him, but he doesn't hold him. He doesn't block him. He doesn't shove him. He sort of is just in the way. And if we're calling fouls for that now, then pretty much everything in the box is a foul. So yeah, it was maddening. I was raging. I was throwing things at my computer screen, but it's to be expected. Every time we go to Old Trafford or play Man United, that just seems to be the way. Noah, is it going to happen again on Saturday? Or
well, I don't think it'll happen again on Saturday, seeing we're playing at Villa Park, Scotty. But
that didn't stop us like last season. Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems to be the Big Six bias. I think the FA, like in the FA Cup, VAR shouldn't be used because I believe it was Hull versus Everton. Hull had 2 Stormwall penalties denied and then they lost by a goal, I think it was. So, look, I've got nothing against the use of VAR in the Premier League because every club has it, but I just don't think it's fair enough to be using in the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's it. If it's going to be used at one, it should be used at all grounds.
Yeah.
Tommy, are you feeling a bit better? You over the COVID now, so it's good to see.
No, all good, mate. All good.
All good.
Well.
All good.
Obviously, the loss probably didn't help.
No, but we did play well. I mean, the positives can be seen, but as Gerard said after the game, nearly is not good enough, and I'm not happy. And that's good to hear from him. I think that's the positive kind of message, and that just shows, he is a winner, and it doesn't matter if we play well against these big teams. That the fact is, we've played Chelsea, we've played Liverpool. We've played Manchester United and Man City. We've lost them all. So the performance was positive, but we got to start winning again.
Yeah. I think if anything, given our dominant performance, there's probably a lot of confidence going into the weekend's game playing him. Again, I'd probably rather Ronaldo play just due to his lack of offensive pressure. And, he's a goal machine and he's definitely hacked on FIFA. That's one thing I learned the hard way. But I think we can definitely stop him. If we can replicate that performance. Just going back to the VAR, I saw a forum somewhere. I think it was a Facebook thread. Actually, I don't know how reliable that is, but it's about the costing of VAR. It's going to be a cost bared by the clubs.
Yeah.
So what makes me wonder is VAR going to become something like the NBA or the tennis, where maybe teams will have an opportunity to challenge VAR because it may not be right. Because obviously, if they can have 7 minutes to put something together, I'm sure the team can have something, a certain time frame to maybe put their case together. Yes, it's going to delay the game, etc. Kill off momentum sometimes when one team's doing well. But I think that's maybe how we could see it being used, like NBA. Like you use your challenge. If it's wasted, well, stiff. I think you only get like 1 a quarter. So this VAR became something like where it's 1.5 because again, refs don't make every call right. So there is that margin for error, and I think if you've got enough of a case to just make a call or, if you want to waste your challenge, do it. Cool. But, it doesn't mean it's right. I just find it funny that VAR is supposed to be the be all and end all. That's the definitive decision. But again, I still feel like they're referring to basic rules and laws. And I think there's a lot of gray area. So, it's not the first or not the last time where it's been misused or it's probably been incorrect. Because I don't think the one thing they don't apply is common sense as well.
100%.
Back to what Troy, and I completely agree with Troy. I think it was like, okay, well, is things offside? No, and it was just like a checklist, like how can we almost ping Villa? And I reckon it was like the 7th or 8th thing, like for Cavani to run into Ramsey. And then I think I saw it in the group chat, Troy was like, Ramsey just looked at him, is that a foul? Like it's, you hurt his feelings and he goes down. So again, he's a big unit and
he is.
He dropped like a pack of spuds.
He did. You know what I mean? I said in football, you got these big fake tough guys. That's what I call them, and they go down like a sack of potatoes. I said I've got mad respect for players who, if you not die, but if you get fouled in the box and you just keep playing on, and then the ref, brings it back, but then you may not get your penalty awarded if you don't dive, and then that doesn't bring attention to that.
But then look at Konza. Gets absolutely whacked in the face with Luke Shaw looking straight at him.
Oh, yeah. Dog Shaw.
And it was a goal kick.
Yeah.
And later in the match as well, like because he wasn't giving out the cards to the Manchester United players, especially Shaw, who had some really bad fouls early in the game that weren't booked. There was one where I think maybe Ramsey or Buendia was through, and Shaw just took him out in the last 10 minutes. Yeah. And, he can't do that if he's on a booking, or, if he does, he's off, so
100%.
But he didn't even have a talking to. I think he was on his 4th foul. I'm waiting for the referee to go over and give him the finger and say,
it's ridiculous. Like, how many do you let him get away with? And I don't care if it's the first tackle of the game. Like, if it's a bad foul, it's a bad foul.
100%.
Card, irrespective of how big the club is.
Apparently not.
And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago that, the big teams seem to get away with these professional fouls. They have the ball for 5 minutes, then you get the ball as the smaller team or whatever, you counterattack and they just take you out in the first opportunity.
And it's not even a card half the time. That's what makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Referees seem very hesitant to hand out cards in the first 5 minutes of the game. And I'm sorry,
100%.
if it's a yellow card and it's the first 30 seconds of the game, it's a yellow card, whether it's the first 30 seconds, the last 30 seconds.
Foul's a foul.
That's it. This is very much an Italian type system. Whereas, well, let's not ruin the game too early. Let's not ruin it too late. If we're going to ruin it, let's pick a middle area where it's safe and everyone's happy. It's bullshit.
Also
Just going back to
very
what you said,
boring.
Tommy. Sorry, yeah, well, it does. Just going back to what you said, Tommy, with VAR and having a challenge, there has to be a step before that, and I think it's a critical step that everyone's calling for, and that's to make the ruling known, make it public. We have to.
Yeah.
Do we know yet for sure what the call on Ramsey was? Some people are saying foul. Most people are saying it was a foul because he was offside. But we're still not 100%
exactly
because
no one knows. No one knows.
Give reasons why. They're just giving the result. I'm like, we don't want. We know the outcome. If it's a reverse, whatever it is, free kick. It's like, what's the outcome? What's the logic applied behind it?
Yeah. Well, it has to be a foul on Ramsey because he goes over to the TV screen. If it was offside or handball, it just would have been a free kick. But yeah, I agree with you. There needs to be more sort of openness, more sort of clarity over the process. And if we could, have the referees mic'd up,
that's
the
VAR
mic'd up,
like what we have in Australia, definitely.
I think it would help, and I think it would actually improve the VAR process.
And it puts pressure on the refs because now they know if they make a bad error, there's actually proof of that now. And then, maybe you launch an investigation into that. And, could that have stopped match fixing, the last decade or two? Absolutely, if we know exactly what the refs are communicating.
It's interesting you bring that up. There was a couple of discussions going on with Man United fans on Twitter, and back and forth. Did Ramsey move? Did he move backwards? Did he move sideways? Was he offside? Blah 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 blah. And then I sort of concluded, well, the game's gone. The game's bent, and their attitude was, well, I thought we were having a reasonable discussion. Now you're bringing in conspiracy theories. So I threw up something that Mark Halsey said a few years ago that, he's not getting directives from the FA or the Premier League, but he is getting directives from Bogmol to do certain things and say certain things against certain clubs. And I posted that comment. I think it was Gary Neville that tweeted after that, what the hell? This is a powder keg. This is unbelievable. No more comments from the Man United fans. They just can't handle the fact that the game is bent. It's being decided by forces not on the green stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the actual performance. And who impressed you? Who do you think maybe could have done a bit better?
Well, I think, to be fair, I think everyone played really well. I was happy with the overall performance. The only thing for me, like for the goal, was Tyrone Mings doesn't like to jump at 6'5".
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to compete with the big boys, which. I mean, if he jumps, I think at least he puts McTominay off. He might not get his jump perfect for the header, and certain things happen. Obviously, Ollie Watkins and Ings need to learn how to stay on side at certain times. Was it 5 minutes after we had the disallowed goal for offside after the first VAR one? So obviously we got to work on. It's happened a few times this season. Normally it's Watkins that has 4 offsides a game. But I think I was overall happy with what I saw, and as Gerard said, that Neely's not good enough, and if that's the attitude the boys are going to have, then I'm excited for the weekend.
I thought Ollie was probably our best player in terms of endeavor and the link up play. Obviously he didn't take his chances, which is probably his weakest area. Like, he does all the good work, all the hard work, but he's not really an absolute killer in those moments yet. Hopefully that can come, but
like the post.
The one that
finesse that shot. He's done all the hard work. I'm like, man, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And Buendia had some good moments. Ramsey had some good moments. McGinn. It was a sloppy goal, and it really it's really tilting in some ways that Fred crosses to McTominay, probably their two most weakest players. They don't do that against anyone else, but against us, there's a brilliant ball in with his left peg and, a good header. I thought maybe Emmy could have done a little better, but he had a good game overall. I think he made some good saves and he was commanding. Overall pretty good performance. We just got to, it's just those key moments. It's just those key moments, the finishing in front of goal and, the the sloppiness, with the goal we conceded. But Tommy, I'll go to you. Let's move on to the exciting news we've had this week. Philip Coutinho signing on loan for 6 months with an option to buy for 40 million, I think it is, at the end of the season. Your thoughts when the news came in?
Yeah, unreal. I almost had to pinch myself. I find it funny years ago when we were actually on the verge of signing him from Inter Milan for 7 million, then Liverpool hijacked the deal last minute. So again, I think we've got him now with he's got a little bit more kilometers on the Philip Coutinho. Felipe Coutinho. All right, sure, no.
Felipe. Oh, sorry.
A bit sexier. Although I have been able to actually convert Lauren, my girlfriend, so that's great. She wants a Coutinho top. That's Villa now. That's her official induction to the Villa Hall of Shame.
Nice.
So yes, no, that's a big win. But no, absolutely, it's massive because I felt like he was playing well at Bayern. I felt like he was playing well at Barca. He just couldn't get game time because he's got these elite players that are actually a few steps above him. And I just find it funny because he's a game changer for me. I think one thing I remember from the Liverpool days, I think he did sometimes go missing in big games. But again, like I think he'll definitely shine for us. He's going to bring a lot of experience, given he's still at a pretty good age. I think he's still got his best years ahead of him if he can just find form again. And I think he just wants to play football, and that's absolutely the Stevie G influence. On top of that, we've probably links. I think the Luca Dean signing is almost imminent. I've heard people questioning his defense, but he's actually pretty good.
So I thought too, yeah.
With interceptions and tackles, and he's absolutely elite. He was the French left back, wasn't he, in the World Cup?
He didn't play the World Cup. He played in the Euros and the Nations League.
That's why it's like I'm pretty sure that's what jacked up his price tag and actually made him come to England. But I think it's a massive 28's a really good age for a left back. I think that's when we roughly signed Stephen Warnock back in the day. So he's probably got a good 6-7 years in the tank, assuming he can keep himself fit and good to go. I think the last one is actually Basuma that we've been linked with. And I'm not saying I've called that one like I called Smith out, but I've been calling for it for a while. And I heard
you have been
definitely circling. And is he worth 40 million? He's worth every penny if you actually.
I think they want 50, which is
pay it.
So much money.
Is he going to go to jail though?
That's what I mean. That's the rumor. Like,
oh no,
I heard he was linked with a 15 million cut price deal, and I would have taken that gamble. If I was Edens and Sawiris.
Just with his, this little bit of a cloud that's hanging over Basuma. I've been reading a little bit about that. That's been hanging about him for a long time.
Yeah.
His bail came to an end, and then they renewed it. Now this is a player who has a lot of lawyers, and they would have been given the process the hurry along. And I can't help but think, if there was anything to this, and let's look at it. He's at a nightclub. Some girl said she's been touched up. Who knows the truth? But if something was going to happen, he's got the right for this to happen fairly quickly, and nothing's happened yet. And that's what puts a bit of a question mark.
You look at Mendy now, who's behind bars straight away. So
Mendy's out now.
You know what I mean? So is he is he available as well?
I'm sure our lawyers at Villa have done their proper research, and we wouldn't be signing him for 40 mil if there was any chance that he could go away. But
you also mentioned 40 mil as the fee for Coutinho with the option.
That's euros, 40 million euros, I think.
Okay. That's a bargain, really, isn't it?
I think
that's what I mean.
It's almost like Ross Barkley, they wanted 30, 35, and I thought he was trash because he wasn't actually good coming to Villa. Coutinho's coming from, playing well at Barca, and I think he's scored in one of his recent games. So again, he's coming with some form behind him.
And he's won the Champions League too.
And he's coming with the right attitude. The fact that he's willing to sort of turn around and say, okay, to make this deal happen, I think he took something like a 30-odd% pay cut.
Yeah.
Who does that? That's incredible.
So mathematically, I think he's only on it's like 110 pounds, which really for a player
is less than we were playing Barkley.
It is, that's what I heard.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised if when he came in the dressing room, he's like, Stevie.
There seems to be a bit of a Raheem Sterling factor here as well. That everyone seems to think, well, we must be 47 years old because he's been around forever. He's 28.
He's younger than De Bruyne. He's younger than Kevin De Bruyne.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, and if it doesn't work, we can just send him back to Barcelona if it's an absolute nightmare. I don't think it will be. I'm pumped. I think it's a brilliant move In terms
It's a
of
win-win for everyone.
I think it's a win-win,
Us to get the
100%.
wages off, and
yeah,
they can, get 40 mil out of us, but we're getting, a really informed player that can change our team.
And exposure. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
yeah. Well,
I
that's what we
believe
said as
I
well.
believe it's
Yeah.
our most liked tweet on Twitter. Like, and that,
Yeah.
and, that's just like a random
That's
stat
one
I
of my
heard.
mates, and I was getting tagged from Liverpool and
Yeah,
Chelsea.
so I was getting
like,
tagged from everyone. Like,
That's
people,
it.
This shit club.
I
Yeah.
said
And
the
that-
other day, this
exposure.
is very much a pay attention
Yeah.
Yep.
signing. If we do get the Everton left back, international French left back, we've got Coutinho. This is the owners saying we're going to be taken serious, and I do think with players of this caliber, given the fact that we now know that the Las Vegas villains are more than likely to happen. I think the owners who are very savvy with sports, who are very savvy with business, are going to look at this and say, you know what, if we're going to be on the world stage, let's kick the doors down and do this properly. And I think these are moves to do that. Yes, they're incredible players.
Yeah.
But the PR spin that we lost with Grealish, we're raking that back big time.
Oh,
100%.
definitely. And I think that, that it's he's going to give us that extra quality in the final third. And that's what we're kind of lacking at the moment. We haven't scored that many goals since Stevie G came in, especially like the strikers and the sort of, attacking midfielders. So he can probably give us just that extra bit of spark. And I think the likes of Oli, Buendia, Ings, these guys are just going to
thrive.
Yeah, they're gonna,
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see. I think the fact that he's taken the pay cut, he obviously wants to play. There's a World Cup coming up in 11 months' time.
Yep.
He wants to be part of that Brazilian team. He's got 63 caps or whatever it is, and So I think
And
it shows
a lot of Premier League experience, Scotty. A lot of, 150 appearances at Liverpool. Yes, he was in like a decentish Liverpool team. Like I think they thumped Bill every time he played. But he's all class, and at his best, he's going to be amazing for us, and I can't wait. And I'm probably going to buy a Coutinho shirt as well. And it's just the name. It's the name,
He's bulked up a little bit too. I saw a picture of him the other day. They reckon he's put on 5 kilos in pure muscle. He doesn't look like a skinny kid.
He was so skinny when he left Liverpool.
And that's what you need in the Prem. Even though he was always pretty good with his body, but you're going to take some bumps. I don't know if anyone's just read the latest rumor, because I know we're linked with the swimmer, but I heard that we're actually in the running now for Phillips, and it's going to be a big transfer. It'll be a 50 to 60 million transfer.
I heard we wanted him.
I would love that. I can't see it.
It's like the last 2 hours I've seen just now. I just typed in Aston Villa.
I read somewhere probably 12 months ago, I think, when we first tried to sign him, maybe a couple of years ago, he doesn't like Villa for some reason. I don't know whether it was a manager at the time.
He loves Leeds. He's a Leeds boy.
Yeah.
It's not that he didn't like Villa, he just didn't want to leave. And I think he's done a Grealish where he's kind of pledged his future. So if a team coming for him, Leeds are going to get some serious compensation, and I'm sure 60 million they can maybe sign a replacement, probably not to the same.
When
Phillips.
When we were both in the championship, Leeds and Villa had that weird kind of rivalry.
Well, that's time from the goal.
It was a bit bizarre, and I remember
we don't like Leeds. We just don't like Bamford. That's the difference.
I remember Grealish saying, like on Twitter, he gets abuse from Birmingham fans, West Brom fans, and he said, and Leeds fans for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that.
Gabby on the whole troll Leeds all the time.
Yeah. It's so funny.
It's probably a bit of that.
They bite.
Yeah.
And then I know just before we kind of digress into the quiz, but I don't like that we're loaning out Cameron Archer. Again, just off another kind of thread I've heard from what I've seen, Ings and Watkins don't celebrate for each other when the other one scores. So they kind of just like walk in the opposite direction. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but there's not some, serious camaraderie there in that partnership.
Okay. That's something to watch, but
I don't like that we're loaning out Archer. I think Archer should be the one that we're keeping, and I think that kid's just banging him in. There'll definitely be a slew of clubs lining up for his signature.
He hasn't really played much though recently.
I know.
And if we've got Coutinho in now, then that probably means that Ings might, be on the bench. And
did you just say Coutinho?
Probably.
It's 6:30 in the morning for him.
I know.
You just said Coutinho. I was like, all right.
I know. I started this podcast at 6 a.m, so
you're a real man.
We're on different hours, and I'm pretty tired. So
Tommy just brought up Archer. Can I just bring something up about the young fellas? We were talking about this off air, Tommy. I don't know whether you heard it.
Young fellas were talking about off air. I don't know about that, Troy.
Jacob Ramsey's brother, Aaron.
Loaned or something.
He's just gone on loan. Yeah. He's gone to
Forest?
No, Cheltenham.
Cheltenham.
That's my next guess.
Kenan Davis went to Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
only
Keenan.
one.
Apparently, he played very well.
Against Arsenal.
He's a
Against
good
Arsenal.
player. He's actually a good player, but consistency, Troy, is key.
And we got Kessler back, which I was happy about. He was really good in that FA Cup match against Man City for Swindon.
Insanely good. It'll be interesting to see because I don't think the pressure was on him there. I think that was a bit of a free hit for him. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs when his career is essentially on. If he'd had a bad game against Man City, no one would have cared. No one would have noticed.
No.
So now that the pressure's on, it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But he seemed very calm, very collected, and he had no problems telling more senior pros. Your man from Perth was on the pitch, Scotty, a former Villa player. Jordan Lydon. He had no problems pointing out, telling him where he should be and how the play was coming. And there was a little bit of a Paul McGrath there. He was reading the play a long time before it was happened. I was massively impressed with this young man. But look, just going back to Aaron Ramsey for a minute. He signed on a season-long loan with Cheltenham. Now, a reporter for Cheltenham Radio has come out on Twitter and said, this is an insanely good signing. I cover Premier League games on the radio, and Ramsey has impressed me immensely. Surprised at the move, in truth. He seems to be Gerrard's golden boy.
They've got the left.
Wrong, Ramsey. And everybody's just piled in on this guy saying, I'm sorry, you're a journalist, you say?
It could have been like a play, and all of a sudden it's attracting this attention. Good or bad, publicity is publicity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then when we were in here before you got here, Tommy, Scotty goes, Aaron Ramsey to Cheltenham. Weren't we linked with him? The Aaron Ramsey from Juve.
Now we know who the reporter is.
That would be quite a signing, Juve to Cheltenham.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, well, I reckon, because we got Coutinho. I reckon Ramsey or something, I reckon he'll end up at Arsenal or Newcastle because they were all swooping in for
it looks like Newcastle.
Someone said Newcastle are in deep shit if they miss out on the Luka Dean signing. But anyway,
all right, let's do the predictions for Saturday. Manchester United at Villa Park. Troy,
I think we'll win this 2-0.
2-0.
Actually, let me clarify this. I think we'll win 4-0, but 2 goals will be disallowed, so 2-0.
Noah,
2-1. Coutinho will score.
Yep. Tommy?
I think 1-0 Coutinho the assist.
I'll go 1-0 with Coutinho.
I think Karma will be a bitch, and we've got home ground advantage now, so a bit to shoulder.
Why not?
When was the last time we did the double over him in the league?
Let
us know in the comments if you do know as well, by the way, because I've got no idea.
All right.
Sorry. This brings up another point as well. The referee has been announced, and it was going around on Twitter, a picture of his Facebook page, and it had a picture of him with Old Trafford
in the background.
It's completely fake, but 80% of people are buying into this, including you two guys. And I think this is part of what needs to be changed with the referees. I think they should be obligated to put on the public domain who the referees support, so everybody
they've been
knows.
asked to do that from now on. That's actually coming out. So they're gonna try, if they have any like if you have an association with a club, you're not going to referee games involving those clubs.
And I think they should bring in more foreign referees as well. Like they got the Aussie guy Jared Gillette.
He's good, and he's good.
He is good.
Yeah.
I think he's very good. He did some dodgy VAR thing a few weeks ago in one of the matches. I can't remember which situation. Might have been the Odegaard.
I think maybe
foul against it. Man City Arsenal. He was the VAR and he probably got that one wrong, but he's been pretty good, and I think there's no reason why we shouldn't have the best referees for the best league in the world. Doesn't matter if they're English, Irish, Scottish, or from Australia or whatever. So I think that's a good move. But let's get into the quiz. The Villa quiz, round 5. Troy on 2 wins, Noah on 1 win, Tommy on 1 win. All right, and
bullshit. I got down on a got that on a decider.
I'm lucky,
You
mate.
did
How,
get
how,
done.
how about you get the decider question right next time?
Oh, we got a new
How about you
patch.
try and make it to the last two?
Oh,
We're like 8 points behind. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Mate,
Yeah. It's
wasn't
early
nice.
morning, but the shit talking doesn't stop here, boys and girls.
Uh,
All right, well, we'll start with Noah. We'll go Noah, Troy, Tommy. This is for the what order we're going to go in.
Mhm.
And I looked up this stat, and I couldn't believe this stat actually exists, but this is a fun one. How many times have Aston Villa hit the woodwork in Premier League history? And there
What
is
the fuck?
there is a stat out there. Whoever gets the closest will go first. Noah, give me a number.
In Premier League history, so since
In Premier League-
1990,
Since 1992 or whatever. Yep.
342.
342. Okay.
What a stupid
Troy,
question.
I know it is, but
Look at him, he's on Google.
so you said 342,
I'll go 142.
142 for Troy.
Don't be a dog. Don't just be a dog. Actually think about it, Tommy.
He's
Wait,
weighing up whether to say 100.
342 minus 142.
Stop whatever you're doing.
That's 200. So I'd be smack bang. So I'm going to go 227.
227. Okay, so it's 135.
Oh,
So
Troy.
it's Troy, Tommy, Noah.
I thought it was going to be fair because I know Watkins.
no,
One game.
it wouldn't be though, because assume like one a game, which you
Yeah,
won't.
no,
It's
I'm
maybe
saying
one every 2 games.
Against Wolves
Well, maybe one every
last
5
year,
games.
Watkins hit
I
the
think-
post 7 times.
Ollie's about
against
fucking
Wolves.
10 or 15%.
Yeah, that's what I
entire
mean.
number
Yeah.
at least.
He
I
hit
kind of
s-
worked out about 7 or 8 times a season or something.
That's
and
pretty good.
multiplied it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Troy, number
That's
between
actually
1
good.
and 15.
You know I'm going to start with number 1, Scotty.
Number 1.
The
Okay.
Yeah,
question
that-
with the least amount of research.
That's
Yeah. And no bonus question.
it. Okay.
What is it?
Question number 1. Okay. In 2015, Aston Villa reached the FA Cup final after beating Liverpool 2-1 at Wembley in the semi-final. Benteke and Delph scored for Villa. Who scored for Liverpool?
No idea. Give me the options.
You want the options? The options are Raheem Sterling, Steven Gerrard, Dejan Lovren, or Philip Coutinho.
It's got to be Gerard or Coutinho, doesn't it?
I don't know who this Philip bloke is. Is he any good?
Felipe Coutinho.
I'll go Phil Cortina.
Correct for 1 point. That's the only goal he scored against
I
us.
would have said that just on a gamble.
But I knew it as well because Villa.
Of course
we're-
you did, you
No, no,
freak.
but listen, like the day before we signed, like it got late, we were going to sign him, right? They posted the highlights from that FA Cup game. What a coincidence to post those highlights.
That's it. So number 1 is gone, and we're up to Tommy.
No one just does what every Villa fan should do. Just watch it when it's on. You don't have to go do this extra research. Just pay attention.
That's it,
Exactly.
Just
I think now whenever Noah sees anything like on a Villa halftime or hears certain things the commentators say, he's like,
I
this is gonna
do.
be a question at some point.
Yeah, I listened
That's
to
it. Well, that's
Just
what I
like
do.
when Matty Cash had all the appearances for Villa. I knew that.
Yeah, told you.
that's what I do to get the questions as well. So Tommy, anything but number 1.
Number 10.
Number 10. All right.
Phil Coutinho.
Well, he's just not, is he? He's 23.
Okay.
He's the LeBron of Villa.
Okay. Which former Aston Villa player who is still playing in the United Kingdom has 37 caps and 13 goals for Curacao, formerly known as the Netherlands Antilles? It's an island in the Caribbean.
Curaçao, it's in the Caribbean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where all the shell headquarters.
Sea.
No, it's where all the fake. It's where all the gambling companies have their fake headquarters to evade tax.
All right.
Just FYI. So there's a Villa player playing.
A Villa player who's still playing has 37 caps, 13 goals.
I'll need. Yeah, give me the.
You need the
Yeah,
options?
Yeah, I would need them too.
Okay. Norberto Solano, Leandro Bacuna, Jean Pablo Angel, J. Lloyd Samuel.
I reckon it's Bacuna or Angel. I'm pretty sure Bacuna is playing in the championship, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think he's at Reading with his brother, I think. Or Huddersfield, one of the two.
Who was the first one?
Norberto Solano, Leandro Bacuna,
I
Juan
reckon
Pablo Angel.
It's Solano or Angel, because I know the dialect is like it's something of some sort. And Angel, I swear he's like 50, but I'm gonna just go with Angel for a laugh.
You're going with Angel? That's incorrect. It was Leandro Bacuna.
Okay.
Angel is not still playing,
He's
bro.
not still playing.
I don't know.
He played in the MLS for Chicago Fire and then retired.
The
Shut
utter
up.
disdain when he says, I think he's like 50. Ageist.
Yep. So he wanted to play in Europe. Remember, he said he famously said he wanted to leave Villa and play in Europe, and then he signed for Cardiff, and then he signed for Cardiff.
Saying he plays with his brother.
All right. So Noah, you're up.
Number 2. Gonna screw with Troy here.
Okay, he's going for the low one. Okay, this one's a fun one.
Lovely. In 1980 what? Tell me.
1946.
No. Axel Tuanzebe recently ended his loan move to Villa and went on loan to Napoli from Manchester United for the rest of the season. What is he in the Guinness Book of Records for?
What?
Axel Tuanzebe is in the Guinness Book of Records. What for?
I already know this fucking answer.
I'm going to take the options, please.
Okay, the options are: he fit a record amount of golf balls in his mouth. Fastest to clear the board in Hungry Hippos. Longest time in the abdominal plank position. And most socks put on one foot in 30 seconds.
I'm going to go with the Hungry Hippo one because that's why not?
And that is correct for 1 point.
I'm not going to lie. Now I remember hearing it somewhere.
17.36 seconds. He cleared the Hungry Hippos board.
How the hell? So he's actually registered to do that. So
there's a photo of him with his plaque and everything. Yeah.
I did it right.
Are you right there, Troy?
I literally had coffee come out of my nose. I'm sorry.
Was it the golf balls or the Hungry Hippos?
What were the other 3 options? I didn't hear them.
It was record amount of golf balls in his mouth, fastest to clear the board in Hungry Hippos, which is correct. Longest time in the abdominal plank, or most socks put on 1 foot in 30 seconds.
I'd like to know what you get up to on a Friday night that you even came up with that golf ball answer.
True. Look at it.
Yeah, see? There it is.
Hang on, I've forgot my glasses. Hang on.
It's actually true. Oh my god.
Oh, so that's one you didn't know. Troy,
I thought it was something like least amount of minutes played for a club. It was. That's what I thought. I'm like, I know he barely played for Villa. You constantly hear he play like a combined 7 minutes or something.
All right, Troy, you're up.
Yep.
We're down. We've done one round, and the score is Troy 1, Tommy 0, Noah 1.
2.
I still can't believe Troy went Angel.
What question do you want?
3, please.
3. Okay. Gabby Agbonlahor has the most EPL goals for Villa with 74. Dwight York is second with 60. Who is third?
I saw this on Twitter yesterday as well.
Recent, isn't it?
Gabby Agbonlahor has 74. No. Dwight York has 60. Who's third?
Give me the options, please.
Okay, the options are Gareth Barry,
No.
Christian Benteke,
No.
Dion Dublin, and Juan Pablo Angel.
Oh, I wouldn't have picked any of them. Noah's got a look on his face going, bullshit. He's cross-referencing.
I think he's wrong. I remember seeing something on Twitter. I don't remember.
I would have said someone like Darius Vassell, but give me those options again. I'm going to go with Gareth Barry purely because he's been there longest.
You don't want the options again? You're going with Barry?
Yeah, give me the options again.
Okay. Gareth Barry, Christian Benteke, Dion Dublin, Juan Pablo Angel.
Angel was there for a while as well. All right, let's go with Angel. Angel.
I know Troy said his answer, but can I say?
Unfortunately,
was it Benteke?
No, it's Dion Dublin.
Dion Dublin.
I thought it was Vassell. I really did.
No,
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
No, it was
Oh,
Darius
I can
Vassell.
see-
Dion Dublin with
Okay.
48 is the correct answer, and that did have a bonus question, but you don't get it. But
How many did Darius Vassell
I
score?
will ask it just for a bit of fun,
Yeah, shit's a good.
and you guys can pipe in if you know it.
How many goals?
Which club, who caused a massive FA Cup shock this week, did Dion Dublin start his career with?
Oh, Notts Forest.
He is also a director at that same club right now.
Yeah, Forest, isn't it?
No,
Was it Cambridge?
correct.
Oh, really?
Cambridge United. He's a director, and he started his career there before he went to Manchester United and then Villa.
No, how many goals does Darius Vassell score?
I couldn't find it. I thought I liked the tweet. I couldn't find it. It would have been.
Alright.
They would
So
have been
Tommy-
very close in the 40s.
Tommy, you're up. What number?
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay, in 1996, Aston Villa won their last bit of major silverware when they won the Coca-Cola League Cup 3-0 at Wembley. Who were their opponents?
Coca-Cola League Cup. What's that championship?
No, it's the League Cup. I
The
don't know.
Carabao.
Cup.
When was this? What year?
1996.
96.
Give me the options.
Okay, the options are Leeds United, Manchester United, Leicester City, or Sheffield Wednesday.
I'm not gonna guess man. Well, 1996.
Mm-hmm.
That's when United were actually pretty good.
Brian Little's team.
Didn't we start watching this game back, or we watched it?
No,
all?
that was a different game.
It could probably be this game, and I've just forgot. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Man United.
Unfortunately, it's Leeds.
Yeah, we watched the United one back, didn't
Do you
we?
know, I was gonna just say Leeds off the cuff. I didn't want to gamble. Fuck.
You
Yeah.
love a gamble though, Tommy. I don't get that.
Yeah, whenever I hear championship back then, I just think Leeds because everyone's like, "Oh, Leeds was so good back
Yep.
then."
It was Leeds 3-0, Milosevic, York, and Ian Taylor. On the goal.
Nothing in Nola today.
All right. So Noah to
Four,
finish up
please.
round 2, number 4.
please. Yes, please.
Okay. How many penalties have Aston Villa conceded in the Premier League this season?
He'll know this too. He'll tell you which corner of the goal they were scored in as well.
And their starts on.
So Chelsea, we conceded 2. I need the options, please. My brain's fried.
Wow.
You want the options?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
not-
gonna say.
He's not as good in the morning, is he?
No, I'm not.
This early morning podcast thing is not going to catch on, I'm telling you. Okay, the options are 3, 4, 5, or 6.
I'll go 4.
It's actually 5.
There you go. What game? Do you have do you know what they are?
Well, it was 2 against Chelsea, 1 against Liverpool, 1
that's
against
right.
Manchester United.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That was
Bruno scored.
missed.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other. I think the other one may be Chelsea. The other Chelsea game,
Yeah, the Chelsea game.
the
yeah.
3-0.
Chelsea got Chelsea
away?
beat Chelsea.
No, there was no points in that.
I can't remember, but I did look
No,
it up.
I agree. Mate, I
five.
trust you. Trust you
Okay.
my last, Scotty.
All right. So no
I'm
one
gonna find out.
no one got a point in that round. It's still Troy 1, Tommy 0, Noah 1. So still up for grabs. And
We are
Troy,
useless. We
Troy-
are useless.
give me a number.
By the way, Noah, it was 35 goals for Darius Vassell for Villa.
Oh, okay, there you go.
4? Is 4 still available?
Oh, the lowest is
3.
6.
6? Don't go the lowest number. Go 6.
Yeah. Okay.
I was Arsenal.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Which manager discovered Dwight York after a preseason tour of the West Indies when a 17-year-old York played against Villa?
This is a trick question because it was Doug Ellis.
No, it was a manager.
Doug Ellis claims he saw him on the beach.
I think
Right.
you take that. I think you take that answer.
If I find Doug Ellis's claim, do I get that answer?
No, that's Googling.
No, he played against us in a preseason tour when we toured the West Indies.
Yeah. You're going to have to give me the options because I've drawn a blank.
Okay.
It's too early for me to.
Okay, the options are Ron Atkinson, Joseph Venglos, Brian Little or Graham Taylor?
Okay, it's not Joseph Finglosh. I got a feeling it was either Brian Little or Taylor. Let's toss a coin and we'll go Brian Little.
That's your answer?
Well, why do you
I don't know.
Why do you know that?
Sometimes people think out loud. Okay, well, Brian Little is incorrect. It was Graham Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, you took the flip and you flipped the wrong way.
Yes, this quiz is so going so well.
Let's go. I'm going to go number 9.
Number 9 is okay. Yeah.
What's the
Let's go
score?
Number 9. It's
No.
still
The
1-1.
score is still 1-1-0.
Well, it's just absolutely sad.
Okay.
Cafe.
All right.
We're all fucking Leeds fans, we are.
Question number 9, Tommy. Bertrand Traore represented Burkina Faso. Noah's favorite Burkina Faso on Sunday in the African Nations Cup. Who did they play?
Give me the
options.
Yeah.
The options are Nigeria, Guinea, Ivory Coast, or Cameroon.
This is just such a pun.
Have a guess, mate. You may as well.
Cameroon?
Is the right answer for 1 point. And
There's a
it has
bonus
a bonus
question.
question. Yes, it does.
That's I'm like number 9 and 8. I've realised that typically, I think Scott doesn't change the bonus question.
No, I'll change around. A
No,
little
he
bit.
doesn't.
We've never got a number. We've never got number 1.
All right. Well, it won't be next week. So there you go.
Remove the ball. Just keep guessing.
Okay. The bonus question.
Sure.
Name one of the other 2 teams that are in Burkina Faso's Group A. So Burkina Faso played Cameroon, and on the same evening, there was another game, the other 2 teams in the group. Can you name one of them?
Ivory Coast. And
It's
Guinea.
incorrect.
Damn it. I thought I chose.
It was either Ethiopia or Cape Verde. So there you go.
Ethiopia playing.
They do.
Good
They
to
do.
see. They got some food.
That's
Look at Troy. Look at him. He's researching
Bob
everything.
Geldof's their coach.
Well,
No, I'm trying to find where Doug Ellis claimed that he found Dwight York on a
All
beach.
right. Well, we don't have time for that. I got to go to work. soon.
Question
All right.
6. Question 6.
Noah, question.
6.
No, that's gone.
7.
7. Okay.
his wife.
In January 1983, Aston Villa won the European Super Cup, 3-1 on aggregate. Who did they play in the final?
Barcelona.
You're going for it?
Yeah, going for it. It's right. Thank you.
It is right for 3 points.
Little fucker.
Nice.
Also, just
Okay.
randomly, we've got 6 new subscribers, by the way. We're at
I know.
106.
Well, I know we're doing very
Welcome.
well.
Welcome.
And they're all sitting there shaking their head going,
And
you're a
Noah,
bunch of
why don't we just
losers.
subscribe?
Noah, you've just raced to the lead with 4 points. You've just raced to the lead with
He
4
needs
points,
it.
and
He
you've got a
needs
bonus
that.
question.
Oh,
There
of
is-
course he does.
There is a bonus question on this one. So, which current Spanish EPL player's father played in that game for Barcelona?
Alonso.
Is correct. Marcus Alonso's dad played in that game.
Yes.
So
I just knew his dad was
Wow.
good at football. I just knew that. So
That's huge. So that's a 4-point question.
Alonso comes from a pretty good football.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's,
his granddad played as well.
that's
Yeah.
why that's why
Yeah.
I knew. That's why I knew.
I'd love
But-
to sign him.
Really?
Or Chilwell. I don't mind either. Jeez.
Well,
Yeah,
sure,
I
it's
like
out for the
Chilwell.
season, I think.
All right. So okay, after that round, it's
Noah's on
Troy.
5.
It's Troy 1, Tommy 1, Noah 5.
He's
That's
just
a
fucking delicious.
big round.
I was telling everyone at the cafe today, Jenny, enjoy your latte, Steve, Marco.
The pub today, actually.
Okay, so Troy, I'm guessing you on number 8, the lowest one.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning, boys. Talking about the pub. 8 is the lowest one, did you say?
Yes.
I'll go for 9.
Doesn't stop.
No,
Doesn't
the
stop at
nine's,
Wetherspoons.
9 and 10 have been taken. It's
Oh.
8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
14 is my birthday. I'll always go with that one.
All
Let's go for it.
Okay.
And this one has a bonus question.
Yeah, it
No,
never
it's
does.
number 11.
Okay. Troy, which Aston Villa player wears the number 32? Which current Aston Villa player
I know this as well.
32.
Yeah,
wears
I
the
know,
number 32?
I know this as well. Get off your phone.
No, I can't even visualize someone with a 32. Jacob Ramsey's 41.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be somebody.
Would you say this guy played yesterday, Scotty?
Are you winding me up?
I'm not giving away any information.
Oh, see, now I don't know if he's playing with my mind.
Would you like the options?
No.
Okay, fine. He's got to go for the 3 points. He feels here.
No.
I reckon he's either trying to bait me or he's throwing me a line. He's giving me a chance.
I'm going to need an answer.
Take the option, you donkey.
He knows who
It's
it
got to be
is.
someone lower down the order. Who came on yesterday?
Did they? I don't know.
Oh, long name.
Okay.
Philogene, not my love. Philogene Bidace.
Is the right answer. 3 points. Well done.
No, and it has a bonus question.
It doesn't.
Oh.
But
How
you
many
did get-
minutes did he play?
you did get it. Well done.
Honestly, I had absolutely no idea until now.
Troy,
Opened his mouth.
long name. And I'm like, fuck.
Okay. Well done. So Troy's back in with 4 points. Tommy, you need some points here.
I'd
well,
rather Troy win than Tommy.
Number
what-
11.
Number 11. Okay. Number 11. Okay. According to whoscored.com, who has the most fouls per game for Aston Villa this season with 1.5 fouls per game in the Premier League?
Douglas Luiz.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would have thought.
You're going for it? That's
Yeah.
incorrect. And it can be stolen.
Yeah, that's me.
Steal.
No, I'm next in line, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Options, please.
Options are Douglas Luiz, John McGinn, Courtney Hawes, or Marvelous Nakamba.
See, I was thinking John McGinn straight away, but Nakamba's also not the worst. Look, I'm going to go first. I'm going to go John McGinn.
And that is correct for 1 point.
He's
no
absolutely
one
run away
thinks
with this, hasn't
Troy
he?
imagine Troy steals this at the last minute.
It's not going to happen.
I'll tell you
not
what,
gonna
Tommy, I'd rather him win than you, buddy.
Oh. Well, Noah's got the last question of the second last round, and there's 8, 13, 12, 15.
I say it again, sorry.
8, 12, 13, 15.
I'll go 12.
12. Okay. Number 12. In 1874, the members of the Villa Cross Wesleyan Chapel cricket team formed Aston Villa Football Club. The meeting was taken famously under a what?
Options, please.
Oh, no. Come on.
Okay.
Troy, you were there, mate.
You want me to win, but I'm next in line. Come on, man.
I don't know, mate.
The options are
I have no idea.
a bridge, a train track, the bull from the bull ring, or a gas lamp.
I'll go the gas lamp.
And that is correct for 1 point.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I should have known that. I should have known that. That's poor.
Should have known that.
Yeah,
I have a picture of myself sitting on that ball at the bull ring somewhere. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
fucking cold, and my
Very.
balls were frozen to the thing.
very cold.
All right. So, Troy, you're going to need some points here, probably 3 of them.
He's got to take, yeah. Go for it.
This is the last round, is it?
This is the last round, and there's 8, 13, 15.
And how many points? How many points won the lead by? 4.
Troy's on 4, Tommy's on 1, and
You're on 7.
Noah is on 7.
8, please.
I'm on 8.
No, you're not on 8.
No, you're on 7.
Oh, okay.
You on number 8?
Yeah,
Okay.
If you got no, you on 5, then you got my point, then you got your own point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, what percentage of Felipe Coutinho's wage will Aston Villa pay during his 6-month loan
Good
at Villa
question.
Park?
Oh, it was.
I've seen the thing is, I've seen so many things.
I have as well.
No one knows is 100% correct.
That's because I know he gave up.
Yes.
That's not how much he gave up. I think he gave up something like 32%. So I'm thinking
Round it up or
oh,
down.
I'll go 70, but I think it's something. I think it's going to be something like 68, but I'll go 70.
You're going for it?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's 65, unfortunately.
Round it up, Scott. 65 goes up to 70. That's the rule.
I'm glad there's options for Tommy.
Should have been whole numbers.
What?
God, that's a 3-pointer.
Yeah,
I
I had to
think
go for it, didn't I? Was there a bonus question attached to
There
that?
was no bonus, no.
Okay.
The Noah's just run away with this.
He just got away with murder.
And he gave me my answer, so he's really run away with it.
Can we VAR this?
What-
Challenge it. 65 gets rounded up to 70. It should have been increments of 10.
I know. It was.
I think give it. You gave Noah that dodgy 2 points that time.
I was on the right track, mate.
He was close, but if you said 68, I might have given him a point.
Yeah, if the percentage was 68.5,
but he did say that. So he did say it's something like 68.
Look, I don't think it's going to matter.
What do you mean? Noah?
He's desperate for me to catch Noah.
Tommy,
just going to take the options.
Lucky brother.
Tommy, 13 or 15?
I've won now, I think.
15.
Yeah. 15?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the name of Aston Villa's female mascot? Blank.
Yeah, just go to
blank.
The options. I don't know how to take all three.
Blank the lioness.
This is the last round, mate.
What's the name?
He's meta. He's slept with her.
The options.
You want the options? The options are Brittany the lioness, Bella the lioness, Lillian the lioness, or Lois the lioness.
Lillian?
I think
It's
Bella, isn't it?
it's Bella. Yes.
Yeah.
Or Al, lioness.
Wow. 1 point. Tommy finishes on 1 point. That's pretty rough.
Thank
All right,
God.
Noah. So this is a victory lap. You've already won, but here we go.
Yeah.
Question 13, the last question. Can you take your points to 10, which would be a record? I think 7. I think 7 might be a record or close to. But let's see if you can get it to 10. That would definitely be a record. Okay, actor and Aston Villa fan David Bradley starred in Harry Potter, Broadchurch, Game of Thrones, and many more movies and TV shows. Mm-hmm. What character did he play in Game of Thrones?
Honestly,
hell, that's right.
Honestly, I have not seen Game of Thrones.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
So I have no idea.
That's who I think it is.
I'm going to take the options because I don't even know any characters' names.
Okay, the options are Roose Bolton, Randall Tarley, the Blackfish, or Walder Frey.
We'll go Walder Frey.
And that is correct for a point.
Oh, wow.
Do you know who he is, Noah, in Harry Potter?
Yeah, he's the twin. His brother. Because his brother's
No, you're wrong. It's Mr. Filch. It's Mr. Filch.
It's Mr. Filch.
Mrs. Norris.
He's an old guy.
You're thinking of George
I'm
and...
thinking the wrong bloke, aren't I? Yeah. No, I'm thinking not the Weasley, is it?
The twins are also Villa fans.
Because the guy's his brother's a Blues fan.
No, he's the groundsman, whatever he is.
Yes, and he's got the cat.
Yeah, he's a big Villa fan, Noah. He's actually on the Villa thing. He's on the
Of course it is.
He made a wonderful video.
Yeah.
It was a very good video.
No, I tried to get into Game of Thrones about 8 different times, and I just couldn't get into it. I think it was Scotty that's saying, watch it, and I got into it. My God, it's absolutely fantastic.
It's good. The last two seasons are a little bit disappointing, but I still love it. And it is definitely worth it.
At the time, it was Game of Thrones versus Walking Dead, and I just binged The Walking Dead every Monday on Foxtel. I was hammering it out. It was the best.
Walking Dead was good, but then it got ridiculous. Yeah.
I just remember I stopped watching it actually after Negan just started killing it.
Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, after that, around that time, I also had to give up. But all right, well done, Noah. Congratulations.
Well done,
you have 2 points. Troy has 2 points. Tommy has 1 point.
Thanks, sorry for showing up today, mate, and just taking 1 point away from us.
Hey, like I said, I do my part, Noah. The podcast is nothing without humor.
That's it. He's kind of like the English cricket team. He rocked up, but he didn't really perform very well.
Can I chime in for the funniest tweet that I've read this weekend? This week in regards to the
Black Sea is not a fee.
The Villa game.
Yes.
Jamie Carragher tweeted once we've conceded. It feels like every time I watch Aston Villa concede a goal, Konza is blaming someone. The first reply, now you know how Sammy Hippier felt.
I love that. That's
He's been
great.
absolutely slaughtered for that one.
Yeah. But I think, that's because Konsa, is probably our best defender, and he's thinking, what the hell is going on here? I don't think that was his fault.
No, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't Ming's
Mm.
fault. It was Buendia would decided to have a chat with Louise,
Yeah.
and tell him where to go, and they both lost their man. Konsa was watching his man. Mings was watching his man. They both did the right thing. This McTominay just came straight down the middle.
I think it also has something to do with maybe the system we're playing and how we're sort of doing this zonal more marking, and
I like it. I like it. Switched on.
Exactly. The players need to be, switched on, and everyone needs to be on the same page, which, we're not quite there yet, but I think we're getting there, and hopefully we get there on Saturday against Manchester United. Thanks everyone for, liking and subscribing. We're over the 100 subscribers. So well done to everyone. Well done to us, of course. What else was I going to say? Yes, Spotify. All our shows are on Spotify. So if you can't watch us on YouTube, please give us a listen. Search for Coupe de Villa on Spotify, and you can get all our episodes there. If you want to listen to the quiz or whatever, let us know how you went on the quiz. Please leave a comment. There's been plenty of comments lately, so that's been really fantastic, and we really appreciate it, guys. And we hope that
Hey, Cash.
Yeah, Villa can turn it around and get a win this weekend. So, yeah, thanks, lads, for getting up early. Not quite as early as me, but come on.
Let everyone know. Let everyone know. So, 6 o'clock we started for you, Scotty?
6 a.m. we started here. Yeah, I was up at 20 past 5.
Very
getting
early.
everything ready. So, but
this is why we do it.
This is
we
it.
made it past episode 1.
Yeah, we did it. We you got to make sacrifices in life, and I sacrificed some sleep this morning, but no, it's been fun as always, and we'll see you guys after the United game on the weekend, and hopefully we can get 3 points in the bag. So up the Villa. See you, fellas. Take it easy.
See you later.
See a big golf ball.
See you guys. Take it easy.
Yeah.